Hello everybody, it's me, your Yogi NP, Marshanelle Horn. I just wanted to pop in. Welcome to my page. This is like my first little introductory video for Thrive Life Yoga and Wellness Center. But I did want to check in and go over a couple things. On my Facebook page, I talked about some things that that we unintentionally do that will kind of stunt our growth or stunt our achievements of getting to our goal. So today I just wanted to jump on really quickly and just talk on this, like non-scripted. So I'm not looking at a script. I just have my little handy dandy journal here, which I keep my notes and stuff in. But I did want to talk to you about something that is kind of close to me right now, because I suffered an injury and now I'm trying to be able to heal and recover and get through this injury the best way I can without shielding myself too much. So that's what the topic of today is going to be about: shielding. And essentially, there's 3 forms of shielding, and I'm going to look at my notes while I'm going through this with you guys. But there's 3 forms of shielding. The first form is foreboding joy. The second form is perfectionism. And the last form of shielding is numbing. So what we're going to talk about is numbing versus nourishing. So sometimes when we try to protect ourselves from what we, like to think of as the enemy or whatever it is we're going through in life, we will shield ourselves and put up barriers and blocks and things like that too much. And that will stunt us from getting to achieve our goals. So, basically it's not what you do that stops you. It's why you do it that makes a difference. So what is the intention behind your choices? So that's what you have to ask yourself. What are the intentions behind your choices? Are you nourishing your body or nourishing your soul, your spirit, or are you numbing your soul, your body, and your spirit? So that leads us back to cultivating consciousness and also cultivating mindfulness. So when we find ourselves participating or performing different activities that's not nourishing to our bodies, smoking, drinking, eating unhealthy foods, not being active, not doing things to serve our body, sometimes we have to, or if we are doing things that are in excess. So sometimes it's not what you eat, it's not what you do, it's just that you're doing it in excess. That's not nourishing and serving to the body. So think about what your intentions are or why you're doing these things. Are you doing these things for numbing? Are you numbing your emotions of depression, anxiety? Are you running from something? Are you numbing some of the feelings that you have inside, whatever those feelings may be? Numbing feelings of not getting that promotion at work, or numbing feelings of not being able to participate as much as you wanted to in social events or activities, exercise classes. Perfectionism, one of the things that causes us to shield ourselves. I did talk about and bring that up as one of the forms of shielding is perfectionism. Are you looking at yourself to be perfect? Sometimes perfectionism will keep us from getting to our best self, because you'll look up and you'll say, oh, well, I'm already late. I'm not going to make it to that, activity or that class. I'm already 10 minutes late, so just forget it. Screw the whole class. But not looking at it as 45 minutes of this class is better than none, better than not doing anything, or you're not able to go on that walk that you had planned to go on for an hour, and you're like, well, forget it, I'll just go for my walk tomorrow. I'm not able to do it today. I only have about 20 minutes to do anything today. So if you are shielding yourself with using that method of perfectionism, and you have to sit down and ask yourself, is it more serving to you to do a 20-minute walk today opposed to doing no walk at all, because you're practicing perfectionism unknowingly. Foreboding joy, that can be one of the things that we use to shield ourselves. I don't deserve to eat healthy today, or I don't deserve to have this cake or have whatever it is because I did XYZ. Now you're practicing deprivation, which can lead to despair and which can lead to finding yourself in a place of feeling alone, which leads to other emotions that lead to other unhealthy practices. And that's something that we talked about the other day as well, as deprivation can lead to despair, which is one of the triple D's that I talked about: deprivation, despair, and discipline. So you don't want to do those things. Let perfectionism lead you to that. I know it seems kind of scattered, but believe me, it all makes sense in the end. So don't let perfectionism keep you from being your best self. Don't let that ego keep you from being your best self. Some people, they will never participate in a 5K because they feel like, you know what? I've always wanted to do a 5K in my life. I've always wanted to do this. However, I cannot run the whole 5K. 5K is what? 3.5 miles. So some people feel like I can only run 1 mile straight. So I don't want to embarrass myself and not run the whole 5K. You see some people, they're just running effortlessly. They're running that whole 5K. They're running that whole 10K nonstop. Whereas some people, they have to do run walk, or some people, they have to walk it. Are you not achieving that goal, or are you not accomplishing something that you wanted to always do because you're looking at yourself and you're shielding yourself with perfectionism? So since I can't run the whole thing, I just won't do anything. I just won't do a 5K at all. And now you've lived the rest of your life always wanting to do a 5K, and you've never done it because you're practicing that shielding of perfectionism. The first one that I mentioned was foreboding joy. Foreboding joy is a mindset that we kind of fall into, to where we say, I'm going to deprive myself from XYZ because I don't deserve it. I have not been, my best self, or I didn't get whatever promotion, or I haven't been putting my all into this, so I'm non-deserving. So then you're foreboding yourself joy. And when you forebode joy like that, I'm fingering through my pages if you're wondering what I'm looking at, because I take notes from different books that I look at, different conferences that I go to, and then I take it all in. I digest it, and then I try to spit it out the best way I know how. So I have to take it in, I have to learn it, and then I have to present it in my own way. And it's all from so many different things. So this is one of the things, foreboding joy, that can, lead you down a path of not being able to achieve your goals, a form of shielding. And these categories of defense can put up your armory. So you have to think about these different types of armory, and the last one is numbing, as a form of shielding and armory. Numbing can be, for an example, you're overeating because you're emotional. You're overeating because something happened in your life, or you're smoking, or you're drinking, or you are not exercising as you should. I found myself using this form of armory personally this past week, because I got some news that I didn't want to hear as far as my health. I didn't think that I was injured as bad as I was. I was expecting some better news than what I got, but this is what was served to me. And I found myself saying, you know what? Forget it. Just throw the whole summer away. I can't do anything. My knee is going to be wrapped up in this brace. And even after this brace, I still may have to have surgery. So just forget it. And I'm not going to exercise at all. But then I had to think about it. Yeah, it's, my knee is affected, but my arms aren't. My abs aren't. Different parts of my body I can still use. So I found myself, falling into this gray area of numbing. So everybody that knows me knows that Culver's fries is like my favorite. So I found myself going and eating Culver's fries and, just sitting in bed or sitting in the chair on the side of my bed and just thinking like, forget it. I'm just going to accept that I'm going to gain weight over this summer. And at the end of the summer or at the end, once I'm recovered, I'll just pull myself out of this hole and just do what I want to do. But, for right now, I'm just going to, this is where I am. I'm going to eat all the fries I want. I'm not exercising. Don't talk to me. Don't nobody come and visit me. So what did I do? I was using all of these forms of shielding and armory, forms of defense. I was foreboding joy. I was, practicing perfectionism. Since I can't do this, forget it, I won't do anything. Foreboding joy, not wanting to be around people, not wanting to be social, and numbing. I'm eating all these Culver fries because I'm numbing. So when you find yourself in that place, you have to pull yourself out. So you have to sit down and ask yourself, what form of armory am I using today or this week or this month or this year? And then you have to look at your intentions. Why? Ask yourself, why am I, using this? What's my intention behind my choices? And what will it lead to? What will be the outcome of this? Will it be a healthy outcome or will it be a poor outcome? And am I daring greatly? Am I going to decide to take action now and pull myself out of this? So wanted to share that with you. I'll check back in a little bit later, but thank you for joining. If you kind of like this little non-scripted insert, I'm just sharing my thoughts and sharing some of the things that kind of pull me into understanding the woman that I am. Hopefully it will help you understand the person that you are and things that you do unknowingly or subconsciously that kind of leads you to that path of not achieving your goals. And everything I talk about not only can relate to healthy practices, but also it can relate to, career, different things that's going on in your life, family relationships, personal relationships, domestic relationships, things like that. All of that, these practices can be used, but it kind of gets your mind to thinking about your practices. So before I jump off, last thing I want to share with you is I will be cultivating a man in the mirror workshop series. It's a Cultivate Consciousness series and retreat that I'm going to be posting about soon. Send out invites for that. If you're looking to pop in and find out more information, make sure you subscribe to my page. But I'm creating a 6-week series for Cultivating Consciousness. The topic is going to be looking at the man or the woman in the mirror. So this is leading into that, to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. So ask yourself today, what form of armory are you clothing yourself in when you wake up every single day? And then try and dispel that. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.